Hey Biscuits, how do you pack it all up and hit the road for van life or RV life with your whole family, with young little kids, right? You aren't a single 22-year-old gal or guy who can just hit the road carefree, right? You've got responsibilities. You've got to juggle your location independent job with raising your family, educating everybody, keeping everybody fed and comfortable and happy, having entertainment on the road for everyone, and packing everybody into a tighter, tiny little space than you think a van or RV is. You're like, it's bigger than it looks. No, it is not the TARDIS. A van or an RV is not the TARDIS. It is not bigger on the inside than it looks from the outside. It's tiny. So be prepared. Be prepared. This is how we do it. Let's do it. Okay, first, and you might think you already have the answer to this, but do you really have a location independent job? And I know you're like, oh yeah, no, I totally do. I wouldn't be looking into this if I didn't have a location independent job. But do you have a job that you can work without babysitters around, without your kids having a school schedule, without any set schedule for your job? Can you work with dodgy email or internet from time to time? Do you really have a location and experience independent job that lets you do that? And that's harder than you might think, to really have a job that allows that kind of flexibility. That's one of the reasons that we don't full-time be on the road, is I need a little bit more stability and the kids do, so that I can focus on big work projects. You know, this year I've been filming and creating and editing a whole brand new streaming series based on my romance novels, and that takes a certain amount of time and commitment where I can't just fling things together, you know? And when I'm doing certain work projects, I need more stability than on the road life offers. So really think, do you really have a location independent job? Yo, give it some thought. Okay, you're like, oh yeah, Rose, I've got a location independent job. Please, schmuckerdoodle, on to the next one. All right, Biscuits, all right, no need to be testy. If you're really gonna do this, you're gonna pack it all up, and you're gonna take the kids, and you are gonna go be van life in, you're gonna be RV life in. What do you need to be comfortable? And it's a bigger question than you think. Are you all gonna fit into the size of van or RV that you have, either bought or you're planning to? Is your lifestyle gonna fit into that size and fit into roaming about and being a nomad? Is it really? Take a good look at that and think about it, and then plan out how much space does everybody need for each thing that they need to do, and then add on a little bit for a buffer room. But really give it some genuine thought. Do you plan to stay in one spot, or are you going to drive all around, right? How nomadic do you want to be with your van life? And that's going to depend. Maybe you're getting a THOW, a tiny house on wheels, and you plan to only move it a couple times a year. Maybe you're doing a big RV or toy hauler with slide outs, and you're like, we're going to be a month or two in each place. Maybe you're doing a small camper van and you're going to be going every couple days, every day to a new location. Really think through, how's that going to affect you and your family and your ability to get work done and playtime and relaxation and meet everybody's needs. What amount of travel are you actually going to be doing when you're on the road? This is so important. So many people regret not doing this, because I know a lot of us, myself included, we feel like all in or nothing. Always keep an exit strategy at least the first year when you are on the road. Don't get up and sell everything and be screwed if you decide 2 months in that this really is not a lifestyle that works for you. Beta test it. Beta test it. Beta test it again. Give yourself and your family genuine time to test out and see, is this the lifestyle I want? Are these the experiences we want to be having as a family? Does this actually even work? Because you're going to be surprised at the difference between romanticizing an idea of freedom and what that amount of freedom actually looks like. So really be honest with yourself. When you decide to pack it all in and go for it, have you thought these questions through? They're really vital to having a great time, because you could have amazing experiences. It can be a beautiful bonding time, or it can be an experience that you really live to regret if you don't think it through. So give yourself time to, actually think about it, which I know is a shocking idea in this day and age of instant gratification. We're like, well, why do we need to think anything through, Rose? It'll all go good. We're manifesting the magic. Manifesting is great. I love manifesting. Oh, bring in all that good manifesting energy. Ooh, magic. But the magic, you have to think of how powerful that magic is. Do you want that kind of magic in your life? So ask yourself those questions. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is your biggest hurdle to hitting the road and going with your family? Is there something that's really blocking you, or is it genuine concern that you aren't going to enjoy it? I'm going to see you over on Instagram. I'm going to see you on my Patreon page for all of our self-care fabulousness this month. Oh my goodness, it is lush. It is fabulous over there. I love you all, biscuits.